Hey, hey, how's it going? You ready to work your abs, work your core, your entire core, your entire midsection, all while laying on the floor? Yeah, that's my kind of workout. No joke. So you just need a mat. You don't need anything else. Maybe some water would be nice. So get yourself all ready. Maybe crank some tunes, pick the music of your choice, and I'll see you there. Cool? Okay, we're gonna start out in a tabletop position with a bird dog. So you're gonna take one leg behind you, flex your toes down to the ground, and then start to walk the opposite hand out in front. Maybe you stay with your hand on the ground, or maybe it floats into the air. And just right here, you're gonna lift your belly button up into your spine, get as long as you can. And now for 5 counts, we're gonna squeeze the knee in, and then stretch it back out. That's 1. In, stretch it back out. Inhale here, exhale under. Squeezing the abs, lifting on the other side. 1 more. Bring it in, squeeze, take it long. Now, for 5 counts, you're gonna take your leg out to the side and your arm out to the side, back to center. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take your time. Do a couple of wiggles. Maybe drop your head and then set up on the other side. So whichever one you didn't do, take that leg behind you. Flex your toes down. Start to walk your hands out. And this is a challenge. So if you need to just practice here and hold here while we're working or moving, awesome. Or maybe you just hold here. Inhale. Knee to elbow. Inhale. Knee to elbow. Keep going. Inhale. Squeeze it in. Lift it up. Squeeze it in. 1 more. Squeeze it in. Stretch it long. Hold here. Now out to the side. Back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back in. Good. Do your little wiggles. Do what feels natural. And then set up for a plank. So we're gonna do a plank on the forearms. If you're new to planks, then practice just holding the plank. You can hold it from your knees or your toes. So elbows will come here. And either on your knees, you're holding here, belly button's coming up into the spine, or maybe on your toes. So if you're familiar with the plank or you want a little extra challenge, we're gonna do puppet string. So imagine there's a string on the back of your pants. You're gonna suck your belly button up, in, and then come back down. So it's like a crunch, like someone's about to pinch you or punch you. No one's doing that, but that's the idea. You want to suck everything up and in. Whew, it's hard to talk during these. So I'm not using my shoulders and I'm not using my toes. I'm just using my core, squeezing up and in like a crunch. Really squeeze at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Squeeze it. And breathe. Good. We're gonna come to the side. Pick a side. So now we're gonna move into a side plank with a little modification, but that's because we're going to twist. So the elbows under the shoulder. Bottom knee is bent because you're gonna use that shin. Other leg is nice and long down your mat. So press up on your shin and your elbow. And again, if this is a challenge, stay here while we twist. And you can join us whenever your body is ready. Other hand comes behind the head and twist towards the floor. You don't have to touch. Back up. Good. Squeezing down, lifting tall. And yes, your shoulders are going to feel this. Planks are at the top of my list because they also work your arms and your shoulders. 5 more. 5, 4. For a little extra challenge, float for the last 3. 3, float that top leg. 2, and 1. Good. Come down onto your hip and then lie down on this side. So I like to stretch my bottom arm out nice and flat. Do what feels good though. Other hand's gonna come back to the top of your head and you're gonna squeeze elbow towards the thigh, stretch it long. Elbow towards the thigh. Good. So you're really squeezing, almost like you're trying to take your knee up, your elbow up over your knee maybe. Like you're gonna touch your toes. Oh yeah, there we go. 5 more. 5, 4, be nice to your neck. You can rest your hand there. 3, 2, 1 more. Squeeze it. Good. Ha. Take your time. Set up on the other side. Okie dokie. Elbow underneath the shoulder. Shin, long leg. Got it? Here we go. Up and hold it. Now, if you want to do the whole 10 with your leg floating, be my guest. 2, 3, 4. So yeah, your heart rate gets up a little bit in these types of moves because we're using the whole body. We're not just laying down doing crunches. We're using the legs. We got 3 more. Here we go. You're using your core, of course, and your shoulders. 1 more. Beautiful. Lower the hip down. Take the bottom arm out. Stretch it long. Maybe you put your other hand here, but I like this one here. Elbow to knee. Squeeze that top right here, and then stretch it long. Squeeze it. Stretch it. Good. Exhale as you come in and squeeze. Inhale as you get long. 5 more. Here we go. 5. Squeeze. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. Good. Come to your back. We got a couple more on our back here. Take a breath if you need. So we're going to do some leg drops, heel drops. If you know your back is cranky, put your forearms kind of under the edge of your hips, but you still want your low back to press down into the ground. So you don't want to be completely underneath your back, okay? You want to be off to the side so that you can kind of cradle your low back into the ground. Your feet are going to come up like you fell over backwards in your chair. Flex feet, knees at 90, hips at 90, and then relax your head. So you're going to press your low back in really, really hard. And without letting that back come off the ground, you're going to drop one heel towards the ground and then pull it back up. Other heel down towards the ground and pull it back up. You don't have to touch the ground because if your back starts to come off the ground, you're no longer using your abs. So that's where you stop, right? We're trying to work our core here. Good, keep going. If you want to make this more, you would work towards straightening your legs. But do what feels good for your back in this moment. Some days, like today, this actually feels good with straight legs, but some days my back says, no way, Jose. Last one. Good. Now, no matter where you are with legs straight or with legs bent, together you're going to start to drop them towards the ground. You might not go as far because this is harder. And then pull them back up. Use those abs. Oh, I got the shakes. Good. That's my spot. Good. Good. Pull them up. 3. Keep going. You got this. Good. Now I'm going to try my last ones with my legs straight. You do what you need to do. 4. If you need even more, you will lift your head. 3, 2, 1. Pull them back up. Good. Breathe. Hug your knees into your chest. Kind of shake it out. Beautiful. All right. Here's the finisher. So here's what we're going to do. 2 moves, 50 reps. If you're just starting out, you might not be able to get to 50. That's okay. This is going to be a benchmark, and as you move through this workout each time, maybe you'll get a little further. So the first one is bicycle crunches, multiple options. I'll start with the easiest. If you know what a bicycle is, you can go right into it, but your hands are going to come behind your head to give them your neck a little assistance. And really what you're doing is you're twisting towards your opposite knee, right? And then the other foot comes down. Low back, again, needs to stay squished into the ground. That's 2. 3, 4. If you want more, you won't touch your feet. You will lift your feet up off the ground. If you want more, you stretch the opposite leg. I think we're at 8, 9, 10. Just do your version. Think more about a twist than touching. Oh, darn it, I lost count. I think 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 20 more. 20, 19, twist. 17, 16, 15, low back in. 12, 11, 10, 9, if you need more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Oh, I'm gonna feel that tomorrow. All right, one more move, you got this. It's a Pilates bounce. So that same position we just set up for, you're gonna have your knees bent, low back squished. To make it more challenging, you can straighten your legs. This one is a little tough on the neck, so do what you can, rest when you need. So you're gonna press your low back and peel your shoulders up off the ground and float your hands by your side, right? Really flex those toes no matter where you're at. Little bounce. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. Halfway there. Check in with your neck. Keep it long. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy cow. Take your arms over your head. Stretch your legs long. Oh, that's good. Catch your breath. Just do what feels good. Let's do one more stretch. Flip over to your belly. Sphinx pose. You're gonna bring your elbows underneath your shoulders and just start to open up. Lift your chin maybe. Think about spreading your collarbones open. And you should start to feel that stretch through the belly. Good. If you want more, you'll take your hands a little wider and you start to press up into seal, but you don't want this to pinch your low back, okay? So if that's what you are feeling, go back to Sphinx. Open, lift the chin maybe a little gently. Take your time, lower down. And then press back up. Then put your hands together like this. Shake them like this. Shake them like this. You're done. Woohoo! Good job. Again, you're more than welcome to add that on to another workout or just have that be your movement for today. High five. Awesome. I love you. I'll see you soon.